breaks. This is the boxing up video for the 24th reload, which will be going in this Sunday. The spots are live on eBay. 16 jerseys going in. Lots of cool, fun stuff. A couple repeat jerseys, some brand new jerseys, some great stuff in here. So I'm sure you guys, I already saw some of the spots getting some love on eBay. I'm sure all of them will get some bids by tomorrow afternoon. So here we go. Without further ado, here we go. We have coming back to us, best defenseman on the New York Rangers on an Adidas, Adam Fox, with the first game inscription, 10/3/2019, I believe. Adam Fox is SIG with the 23, AJCOA. A fantastic jersey going in back in there. We have another very good defenseman on the Buffalo Sabres, but this is where he started as a top 10 draft pick, Bowen Byram. Really great offensive defenseman, Blue Ink SIG, AJCOA, of course, already as well. And that's on a maroon Colorado Avalanche. Always nice to get some abs in there, even though he's a current member of the Buffalo Sabres. Coming back to us, fantastic scorer for the St. Louis Blues, Jordan Kyrou on the St. Louis Blues current jersey. That's an East Coast Sports COA. Fantastic jersey of the top scorer for the St. Louis Blues, Jordan Kyrou. Hall of Famer, 4-time in a row Stanley Cup champion, Dennis Potvin Socks, or Potvin Socks. If you're buying the socks, Dennis Potvin, Denny Potvin, one of the greatest defensemen in NHL history. And it's a Star Side. It's got an AJ's probably originally before Star Side sold the jersey, but Potvin, Dennis Potvin, got a Fanatics jersey. One of the best young stars in the league, currently in the playoffs. This is Tim Stützle, and that is a Fanatics jersey. You can see early on with the black ink and the 18 Fanatics, and that's before Fanatics was doing their own, because that's actually stitch on. That's a DNA COA on that one. So that's a Tim Stützle stitched on Fanatics jersey. Real nice. Also coming in, top scorer on the Nashville Predators. We got a Philip Forsberg on a Reebok from when he started there, obviously. And that is a Fanatics COA, Hollow COA, Philip Forsberg, number 9 for the Nashville Predators. Also, we have coming in one of the few NHLers with Stanley Cup championships with 3 different teams. I actually have the first 2 teams in my PC. I don't know why I didn't add this one, but this is the Joe Nieuwendyk CCM New Jersey Devils. Real great jersey, real great SIG. Obviously, he won early in his career with the Flames, where he was drafted, and then the Stars, where he was sent. And then he moved on to being definitely a contributing member of the New Jersey Devils Stanley Cup Championship. And that's a JSA COA, nice all stitched up CCM jersey. You do not see those very often. Really nice to get that in there. Here we go. The next one I got here for you. One of my all-time favorites. One of my favorite goalies of all time. Grant Fuhr, Edmonton Oilers. 5 Stanley Cups in 7 years. Obviously, he was starter for 4 of them, but Ranford was on the 5th one. But AJ Sports COA, that's a Fanatics vintage. Grant Fuhr, black ink, SIG, one of the greatest goalies in NHL history. One of the best big money goalies of all time. So what do we got going in? We got another Adidas. This is a Calgary Flames. Jacob Markstrom. Obviously, Jacob Markstrom. There's a Blue Ink SIG, and that's an East Coast COA on the Adidas Calgary Flames. Obviously, he's not there now, so that's I think New Jersey Devils, correct? So there we go. Jacob Markstrom. Okay. It's another nice Adidas, and this is really cool. One of the number 1 overall picks with this is the anniversary with the gold trim on the Buffalo Sabres jerseys. Rasmus Dahlin, 26, JSA COA on the anniversary Adidas Rasmus Dahlin. Very, very nice. Okay. Another St. Louis Blues, one of their former top goal scorers, bounced around with the Sharks as well. And the Boston Bruins, Brad Boyce, number 22, Boston Bruins, but actually is a St. Louis Blues, Brad Boyce. Okay. And this is a real nice jersey. It came in last. Make sure you check out the pictures on the Facebook page. This is a Mitchell & Ness Mike Richter with the Stanley Cup Championship patch from 94. Nice black ink sig on the Mitchell & Ness jerseys, and that's a DNA COA. Make sure you check out the pictures on that. That's actually really cool. Nice patch on that. Another Colorado Avalanche, actually going against them right now, the Dallas Stars. Former first overall, or not first overall, but top 5, top 3 pick. Matt Duchene on the Reebok, Colorado Avalanche. Love those numbers from that era, the pointies. Matt Duchene, black ink sig, number 9. That's COA. I believe that's a coach's maybe. Matt Duchene, Reebok, Colorado Avalanche jersey. That's a fun one. One of my favorites, right out of the PC, CCM OHL, Sarnia Sting, Steven Stamkos. There it is, number 91. Steven Stamkos, AJ Sports COA. Steven Stamkos on the OHL CCM jersey. Absolute beauty. Check out the pictures on the Facebook page for that one as well. Okay. Almost done. We got the Lucas Raymond Fanatics Detroit Red Wings. One of the best young players on the Red Wings as they get themselves back into being a playoff team, which I'm sure they will do very soon, taking the steps. I got some top picks coming down the road as well. Great young team. And Lucas Raymond will definitely be a part of their coming back into a playoff contender. And last but not least, it's a custom jersey, one of the only customs we've ever had in Waffleboard Breaks boxes. But this one I think was a must-add. This is a custom blue Miracle jersey. There we go. And I grabbed it because it's not just one sig. Mike Ruzioni, the big goals in the silver medal, well, the semifinal game. And also Jim Craig, the goaltender, and with the 1980 gold inscription. That is a Leaf COA. They must have a signing with at least those two. That's a real cool. Every hockey fan should have Jim Craig and Mike Ruzioni in there because they definitely brought spotlight into hockey. Tough time in USA in 1980 at the Olympics, and that's a fantastic add to anybody's PC. So there we go. 16 new jerseys going in. The pictures are all on the Facebook page. The spots are all live on eBay to get your bids. I'm sure you guys enjoy adding many of them to your PCs, or even if you're looking just to flip them or use them as trade bait. Some great jerseys coming up in this reload. So make sure you guys get your bids in, as well as the other 22 jerseys we have left in the boxes there. I'll be boxing these up and sealing them up and then shuffling them up. And tomorrow I'll number them up because after I shuffle them up again. So I'll have no idea where anything is. They all weigh pretty much close to being about the same. The Adidas are a little bit heavier, but it's tough to notice once they're boxed up. So there we go. Some great jerseys going in. Some stuff right out of the PC. Some stuff that probably should have went to the PC with like the new and Dyke, but I wanted to get it to you guys. Got to make cuts where I can. Obviously keep the PC to a comfortable level. So there we go. 24th reload, still going strong. We're 340 boxes in and still going strong. So looking forward to seeing you guys back here on Sunday for your bids. And it should be a good run. So thank you very much, guys. I will talk to you soon. Waffleboard Breaks is done the boxing up video. Take care, guys.